Over a decade ago, when it became clear that existing educational strategies were struggling to keep pace with the brave new world of the information revolution, Brian Caswell and MindChamps founder and CEO David Chim began developing new approaches to learning based on what science was discovering about the learning brain. By teaming up with Professor Alan Snyder of the Centre for the Mind at the University of Sydney, and by researching such areas as cognitive load theory, creativity theory, memory and concept formation, information control strategies, and early childhood cognitive development, they were able to put the meat of scientific research onto the bones of their theories and develop new teaching strategies and new learning techniques. Included among their many coinages are narrative intelligence, optimal flow theory, and the three-mind revolution. Dealing with the latter first, in their 2009 book, The Three-Mind Revolution, they use the metaphor of a trinity of minds to explain the need for children growing up in a 21st century world to develop a range of mental templates, an enthusiastic lifelong learning mindset, and the social, communication, EQ and attitudinal skills of champion mindset, as well as a creative mindset that could solve problems, create solutions, express insights, and work in cooperation with others to synthesize new understandings from existing and/or novel information. This catalogue of essential skills moves a long way beyond the drill and kill, flash and crash strategies beloved by well-meaning parents and opportunistic tutoring colleges. Narrative intelligence and optimal flow theory have their roots in the work of psychologists like Jerome Bruner and others who recognize the power of narrative to cement causal connections in the human mind and facilitate the formation of highly functional concepts. Narrative intelligence is viewed as the general intelligence function that links together all the other multiple intelligences. In an upcoming book on narrative intelligence, Brian Caswell and David Chim, in collaboration with Professor Alan Snyder, will relate the psychology of narrative creation to the neuroscience that shows the link between cognitive load limitation, concept formation, and creativity. Optimal flow is both a teaching strategy on the part of the educator and an information control strategy on the part of the lifelong learner. It looks at the cause and effect relationship between associated elements in any field of study or interest, as well as the logical, emotional, social, and intuitive connections which structure understanding and construct the organizing narrative. By ordering constituent elements in narrative order, the mind is able to conceptualize these disparate components in the form of a quasi-narrative structure to cement understanding. If the narrative structure is strong enough, if, in other words, the information is organized with optimal flow, the learner is able to make use of the unifying concepts, but retain significant access to the details which make up those concepts. This is the pedagogical equivalent of the professor's direct current stimulation, strengthening the right brain creative process while retaining a structural integrity in the concepts underpinning the knowledge. Left brain and right brain functions should not be seen as discrete and opposing elements of the mind, but rather as two sides of the cognitive coin, working together to balance our response to the complex world in which we live.